So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchdown. And this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw to get things going. This one brought in by Curtis Samuel. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
On first down, it's Allen. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. Knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And that is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And that's just a tough way to finish off what was a good opening drive. And obviously, as a kicker, you have to have a short memory, but you can bet he'll be thinking about that one the rest of the way.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw right away is Stafford. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Allen working from the pistol. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of LSU.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On 1st down, right back to Williams. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Stafford unloads downfield looking for Nakua. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult. Defensively, it'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They are going for it. Stafford. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love it.
Allen, going to give it to Cook. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Allen.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Cooper going in motion. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, Josh Allen. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And he'll take this past the 30, a gain of 6, mark it at the 31. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Right back to Williams. They connect again. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. 22. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Throwing again is Stafford. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
On the give, it's Williams. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. He'll find his tight end. That's Higbee. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
By Barn Miller. A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 43-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
3rd and long. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
That's caught. It's Amari. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. He's brought down by Kobe Turner. From the gun, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. This is intercepted. Picked off by Williams. And the Rams are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on itself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Stafford. Open man downfield is Higbee. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. In trouble, and down he goes. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Second down, it's Stafford. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Just one score, one lone field goal. All these two teams could muster in half number 1. What awaits us here in the second half? And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Stay 50. 22. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Stafford now.
At the 32-yard line.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
No touchdowns for either side. Maybe we'll get our first here. It's 1st and goal. Here's Cook. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Allen to throw. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Bass's kick is good. And the Bills are out to a 10-0 lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
By Farm Miller. It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 20-yard line.
Monday.
Stafford now on 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
Here's a run. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line. One more time with Cook. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Allen. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Rams have it. He's to midfield. Still on the move. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Rams. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Once again, it's Cook. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. In motion, Shakir. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Cameron Kitchens there to bring him down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll motion over Samuel. On 3rd and 1, it's Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
First and 10 now from the 36. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Throw is caught by Cooper on the right side. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills will get out in front 17-7.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. We'll get across the 20, mark them at 22-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
First and 10. They go play action with Stafford. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Play action, Stafford. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
On second down, here's Stafford. He'll air it out down the middle. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Allen working from the pistol. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Not much there, maybe a yard. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Here's a 2nd and 9. Josh Allen on the bootleg. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Extra point try by Bass. It's up and good. And the Bills up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. He fields it at the 8. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Off play action. It's Stafford. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Bills have got it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
Now Allen on first down. A quick slant into the hands of Cooper. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Bills first down. Cooper going in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Roseboom. And the Rams will take over possession here at the 44.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Now a first down throw for Stafford. And more of the same. Another interception. And the Bills will have great field position right around midfield.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Throwing now, Allen here on first down. Now a shot downfield for Samuel.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On second down, Allen. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Kinchen.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Stafford now on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Stafford working from the pistol. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right, and I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Kyren Williams, the intended receiver there, and it's going to bring up fourth down. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. It's complete. He's got Cup. And he's going to have the Rams first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
To the air again. Stafford. He'll get this complete. It's Cup again. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams back within 10. It's now 24-14. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. In need of a recovery and a quick field goal, here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
A run up the middle with Cook. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So it's a win here for the Bills. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. But they come away with a hard-fought victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.